get started. Okay, we're live. Good. Perfect. Okay. All right, let's get the show on the road. Hello, my name is Ozair and thanks for joining in. It is 4 o'clock in the UK and it's time for a bit of Google Ads, digital marketing, video ads, or anything to do with sales, promotions, lead generation for yourself and your business. Every day we come on live, go live stream on, it used to be YouTube before, but now we are also live streaming on Facebook as well as LinkedIn. So all three channels are being live streamed at the same time, which hopefully will bring in 3 times the audience. Today I'm going to go through some campaign setup, and it's going to be something different because it's going to be a real life case study of one of our clients we've onboarded recently, and I'm going to go through my psyche and how I look at a website and then jump into Google Ads and start setting up a campaign, because it's very easy to get excited and go straight into the Google Ads interface and hammering away on your keyboard, doing the keyword research, writing ads and setting up your campaign. But you need to step back a bit, look at what you are trying to achieve, what the goals are for the campaigns, what the offer is, what it says on the website or on the landing page, and then go into your interface and get started. So what we will do first is, where is website? So this is the website for Cafe La Vista. They're based in the UK in Wales, and they have a unique franchise business model, and they're looking for 2 kinds of potential customers. One are the investors, and the other one are the restaurants or cafes, coffee shops, where they can install and place their machines or rent out the machines, the coffee machines that. So what we want to do is to make sure that we generate the right leads for them, obviously, who are interested in investing. They have a bit of money to invest. But the good thing about this business is I've not come across any franchise business where you can start off with a very small amount of upfront capital investment. So that's the beauty of this business. And the other good thing about this is you can scale it up as much as you like. So it's great to start small and then slowly grow up your portfolio. So instead of buying stocks and shares and build up your portfolio, I guess you are investing in a portfolio of your coffee machines. So first of all, we're going to look at the franchise or investor offer, where they've got their logo and they've got a very strong message over here which says the UK's #1 fully managed coffee rental franchise with annual returns of up to 21.33% per annum. And then they've got some more information, some USPs and features and benefits. So you've got fixed monthly income, 100% asset, and this is these are the things which I'm going to look at when it comes to to writing up the ad. So I'm just going to give me a moment. I had a message saying that the YouTube live seems not to be working, but it is live on YouTube, so I'm not sure why it is doing for some and not for the others. Mic is there, PNG is there. Very weird. Yeah, YouTube is working fine. Emily, there are some people on YouTube, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm getting the messages. Pratik, Mike, PVG info. Okay, all right, we'll let it run. Well, I'm not sure what the problem seems to be. Okay, where were we? The ads. What I look at is all this information over here. We've got all of these features which I can use for the ads, and then also use these the information on this landing page for keyword research, and see if people are searching for something like coffee rental franchise. Coffee franchise, yeah, possibly, you know, somebody like Costa Coffee or Starbucks, all these kind of franchisees who are looking to set up a coffee business. But this is an alternative to that. Somebody, because I believe it's a very low investment of about £3,000, if I'm not mistaken. That's right. So with very little investment you can get started. So I'm going to go through all of these bullet points, the information, and then I'm going to go into my Google Ads, do the keyword research, set up the campaign, write the ads, and take it forward. All right, so what we do then is I am going to go in here and go to the plus button and plus new. You get lots of these options over here. What's your goal? Well, those of you who know me, I always go with this one without the goals guidance, because then we get all the options available in the campaign setup. Otherwise, in some of them you may not get all the bidding process, bidding, or there are some restrictions on different goals types over here. So you can go for lead generation, because that is for generating leads for this campaign, but I'm going to go create a campaign without a goal. This does not mean I'm not setting up a conversions. Conversions is absolutely going to be set up. This is just a goals guidance, as what it says over here. Then you got all the various options. Now, this is where things can and will be very interesting, because for this client, we can go on search, on display, and video, as well as on Gmail. But for this one, I'm going to just stick to the search campaign, because that's where the highest intent is. The display campaign is going to be extremely important, because the way we would target these audiences for them is those people who are going to websites which is all about franchise business or investment or retirement, you know, where to invest your retirement or pensions, etc. Websites like money.cnn.com, ft.com, Wall Street Journal. those kind of website where people are reading all these publications and looking to invest their money. So we want to place our display ads, responsive display ads, as well as banner ads on these websites. And same with the video. We create the video and then put the video where people are looking for make money online or start my business and those sort of videos. So it's going to be a very diverse campaign where we will hit our audiences on these multiple channels and platforms. So I'm going to go with search for now. And you can either select website, phone calls, and so on. Really doesn't matter if you don't put it in, but you can. First thing you want to do is to take this off, because this is really you should never have your search campaign and your display campaign in the same campaign. So this display network, always, if you want to go display network, set up a different campaign, because it's the metrics are completely different. The click-through rates, the conversion rates, the cost per conversions are completely different to what you will get on your search network, whereas this is for a completely different way where we can go after remarketing or brand awareness and so on. I'm going to take this out, and even I tend to start without it, because if I don't have much traffic, if it's a very small area, a localized area where I'm targeting, let's say a 5-mile radius around the business, then potentially I will put this on, because then we want to get as many eyeballs on our ads as possible. But to begin with, we know that it is, a countrywide campaign. There will be a huge amount of traffic on here. So I'll take these off. Select your location. Obviously you have your advanced locations in here as well. But what you want to do is to select the second one, although Google says recommended on the first one, because we don't want people in or who show interest in your targeted location. So if you choose this one, potentially somebody outside of the UK, if they're searching for similar product or services, they will be able to see your ads, which we don't want them to see if you don't want overseas clients or outside your local area if you have selected. So I've got people in or regularly in your targeted location. This is fine. Exclusion. Language, I'm going to keep it English. Audiences at the moment, it's not going to have any effect on, because I will be targeting the keyword. But what we also do is we want to overlay the audiences with, let me try and see if Google shows me something. Yeah. These are really good, very good audiences. Now, obviously, these ones will go on the display campaigns, and I can set them up as observation only, so it won't have any effect on my campaigns. If you want to target them, then you can with the targeting option, but just set them up as on observation mode. And then you set up your budget. I'm going to just keep it for testing purposes. Now, you don't see any manual CPC. So it's been not taken away, but taken away from here, and it's just a little bit more tricky and difficult to find that. And it has got a little bit of a warning here that not recommended. Well, hidden away in here. And you can either set up the enhanced CPC. You don't get impressions initially, then you switch it off or on. Otherwise, you keep it like that. Keep it on manual to start with. Some people jump right into conversions or conversions value or target CPA, but Google doesn't know right now because there's no data in the account or in the campaign. If there was an existing campaign running when we take over a client, they may be running ads from before and they will have data, then I could potentially go to smart bidding. But when we have zero data in an account, I always tend to start with manual, let it run for a few weeks, and then see what happens. I haven't set up the conversion tracking yet, so you can either set up account level conversions, or you can choose whichever conversion action you want to track for that particular campaign. Now, different people will have different opinions on this, that you let Google optimize the best performing ads. Well, if I'm putting 2 ads in, which I do every expanded text ads, one of them is performing, the other one is not getting a look in. So how do I know whether the other one will perform or not? So I tend to do not optimize and let both the ads run equally. So ideally you want 2 expanded text ads and 1 responsive search ad. With responsive, obviously you've got 10 headlines and 4 description lines, and Google is going to mix and match all the headlines and the descriptions and split test it and see which is the best combination ad for the performance of the campaign. But for the expanded text ads, I'm going to do this. Then you need to set up all your ad extensions, site links, call outs, structured snippet extensions, call extensions. Location is very important as well. You've got the price extensions, you've got a couple of other ones, call outs we've got over here, but these 4 and the location one is a must, because why wouldn't you set this up? Because it makes your ad bigger, you take up even more real estate on the Google page, and you're going to get a higher click-through rate. It is as per Google's best practices. You can cram in more information in the ad for the person looking for that particular product or service. So it's a no-brainer. What you should do is, or you can do, is if all of these are relevant at account level or throughout your business, then set them up at account level. So whenever you set up a new campaign, you don't need to keep going in and setting up and resetting up all these extensions. As soon as they are set up at account level, and I'm going to go into a bit more details later in another video, you set them up at account level and pretty much you've got all your extensions set up pretty much for life, really, until you delete them or remove them, or Google disapproves them if you change anything on your website. So this will help you get more clicks and improve your ad rank, and pretty much all around is going to give you a better performance. So this is how we will then save and continue, and your campaign is set up, and then we move on to the ad group and the ads and so on. Okay, now I'm going to go to the comments and questions. So any questions you may have, please put them in here. I've got all the YouTube ones pinging in. Okay. BWP info, you make very long video, please make a video on bid strategy. So what do you want me to do? Make a short video on bid strategy or make a long video on bid strategy? Well, you can always stop and pause if it's a long video. We want to give as much information as we possibly can, and in a short video is impossible to do that, I'm afraid. So I'm not going to apologize for making long videos, but that's what we do, and this is what our audience loves and engages. But there are shorter videos on our website as well, and we will be uploading very short videos very soon, which will be 15 to 30 to 60 seconds long. So yeah, you can watch them on our Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, which will be starting soon. I need video on search, display, YouTube, shopping, audit report. Okay, so you got everything here. You're in the right channel. There's a long playlist of over 60 hours long, and we've got over 650 videos on this channel. So you'll find pretty much everything which is on your shopping list. Excuse the pun. Okay. Pratik. On searching my client name, some news websites with some negative news about him appear on first page of Google. How can I outrank them? That is a big problem, my friend. And this is, what's the right word? There is a, it's slipping my mind right now, where companies will help you clean up all these negative posts. And high authority websites like Guardian newspaper, Wall Street journals, and the Times newspaper, there's no way in the world you'll be able to outrank them unless you do something really different and big, which will outrank them with your post. I'm just trying to think what's the best. I mean, if they're in the news and they've done something naughty, then unfortunately, I don't think you'll be able to get rid of it so easily. The best thing my advice would be to stay away from those clients who don't have a good reputation. So that would be my advice, because you'll be pulling your hair out, and your client is going to keep nagging you to get rid of all those negative posts. Pratik, our search partners bids not in our control. No, you can control. You can control the bids on there. Search partners will have a bit less cost per click compared to the Google page. Okay, hi Sandeep. How can we maintain fitness? Because we are spending more time with lappy back pain problems and headache. Quite common. Meditation and exercises can help. Okay, so you're asking me how to gain fitness. Is that your question? And get rid of your back pain. Unfortunately, I'm not a back pain specialist. You'll need to Google someone locally and for your headache. But yeah, drink plenty of water, move around. And this is why I've got this sit-stand desk. So half the day I'm sitting and half the day I'm standing up. So that helps with the back. If you can invest in something like this, then you won't be sitting around all day long. Wesley, can you talk about the observation mode? Yeah. So as the word suggests, observation, Google is, so when you, let me go back, especially on display network, it's brilliant. And also on shopping, you can apply all these audiences. So you will have loads of audiences. I mean, I'll just put in a search. There you go. So you got all sorts of different audiences. There's more, because this is my test account. So it's looking at my website and it's giving me the most relevant audience, which will be relevant to my business. So web design, photo, video, business professionals, and so on. So when it asks us for the enter your website URL. That's where it's going to look and then give you ideas over here. You can even browse over here, affinity, in market, and obviously remarketing audiences, similar audiences. That's too broad for my liking. I don't go after these ones. It's just going to eat away your budget in a matter of hours. But you can certainly set up your audiences, which I showed you, when was it? Yesterday or day before yesterday, I can't remember. And bring them in here and set them up as observation. Make sure you do that, because it will not, well, it says here, look, don't narrow the reach of your campaign with the option to adjust the bids on the selected audience. So I set them up, right? And I can then see in the campaign, when the data has come in, that, you know what, this lot is giving me a great ROI, but these ones are not converting, or they're converting at a very expensive CPA. So what I can do is I can put in a negative bid over here and a positive bid on those which are performing the best. And then you go to the targeting, or you can just leave the rest of them on observation. So it's a great way to see what's happening and what kind of audiences are coming in, so you can look into analytics a bit more deeper, and you'll get some more ideas. But there is a lot of ideas over here. That's how, and you can go into your audience manager and set up your audiences. So that's how you would set them up as so setting up at observation will not have any effect on your campaign reach, and it will not restrict your campaign traffic. So I hope that helped. Sandeep, what is about polarization in personal branding? Okay, I'm not with you. What do you mean by that? I mean, if you say that I'm coming online over here every day and polarizing my brand, no, I want my brand to be out there as much as possible. And the more I'm out there, the more I'm going to brand myself. So I'm not quite sure what your question is. Sorry. How do we know what is the trend, or what is our competition spending on Google ads? You can't. You can do Google Trends for sure. That's the best way to. Find any new trends. And with regards to the competition spend, there are certain tools which will spy on your competitors, but I will take that data with a pinch of salt. So I don't. Never trust that data, to be honest with you. I just want to focus on my campaign and my results, and leave the competitors to deal with themselves and how much they spend, because whether they're spending more or less, it's not going to affect me. You know, if I run the campaign the right way and I'm doing my best, I'm getting good results from my client and increasing their lead generation or sales and scaling the campaigns, then the competitors will be worried as to how come we are getting our ads shown everywhere. Our screen is frozen. I'm not sure screen is frozen. It looks and seems to be fine over here. So perhaps you can just refresh your window. That might do the trick. Hi Akash. Please explain a bit about Auction Insights. My ad account is 3 months old now. I can't see any activity in Auction Insights. Auction Insights will give you a rough indication or idea as to how you are doing compared to your competitors. If you have got very minimal budget, then you may not see much activity in there, but I would have thought that you you should see some kind of data in there, because 3 months is a long time. So I'm not sure why it is not showing any data. If I was you, I would get in touch with Google support and have a word with them and see what they say. Okay, I think I pretty much answered all the questions. So we'll wrap it up for today. So thank you guys and girls for being here with me today. I appreciate your time very much. And I'll be back again tomorrow at 4 o'clock UK time. So till then, stay safe and goodbye.